So I'm planning on going to college. One day.
Thanks for letting us know.
You're welcome. Now cue the intro. Hello guys, it's Two Latin Brothers Podcast, also known as T.L.B.P. I'm your host, Victor, and this is my co-host, Adrian.
I like how you introduced me.
I'm just joking. I'm kidding. He's not a co-host. We're partners. Technically, there's only co-hosts.
Yes, that's kind of how it is. Because, you're that guy that sits across from me.
I sit across from you?
Yeah.
When?
Every time when we record.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what were we talking about?
You know what? I can't with you right now. What are we even talking about today?
We're talking about school.
Talking about school.
We're gonna talk about education.
Oh, that's
and how I need it
you
to succeed.
Who told you this lie?
If you didn't learn how to read, you wouldn't be here right now.
That's not what I'm saying.
Well, you would be here. You just wouldn't be here.
I'd be illiterate.
You'd be illiterate.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you didn't know how to do math, well,
I'd still be here.
No, because you can't do math. It means you can't buy anything, which means you can't buy groceries.
No, that's not. No.
You die.
Look,
there
are people in certain places in the world. Let me finish. And yes is the answer.
Okay, but if you eliminate absolute education, everybody just be stupid.
No, that's not true. Look, there are people who.
If you eliminate 100% education.
Okay, no, that's not what I'm saying. No. We're talking about.
I said that.
Strictly reading and mathematics.
Oh, reading.
There are people.
Oh yeah, you can totally survive without it.
They live in the middle of nowhere. They live off the land.
Yeah.
And they are perfectly content with their lives.
Yes.
Do you know why?
Because they don't need mathematics.
No, because they're happy.
They need calculus.
No, because...
They gotta calculate the derivative.
Because they don't have to be worrying about, I have an assignment to hand in.
I have an assignment to hand in.
I have a test to do
tomorrow. I have a test tomorrow.
There's an exam coming.
There's an exam? I'm really... I gotta tell you, I'm really discovering myself here.
Take a breather. But, yeah, there's stuff like that.
Yeah.
Stuff like that is, part of, our daily routine. Well, I mean, when you're a student, that's part of your daily routine.
It's not a part of my daily routine.
I mean, having...
To an extent, yes. I don't got an assignment every single night, do I?
Well, wait for college.
I'm planning on going to college. Did I mention that already?
Yeah, you said at the beginning of the episode.
I said that at the beginning of the episode.
At the beginning.
People forgot because of the music.
I'm going to be honest with you. At the intro that we record after we recorded the episode.
Excuse me?
I know people are so confused now.
What?
Imagine how
Repeat what you just said.
We should record our intro after we record the entire episode, just to throw everybody off.
So just start the episode with, okay guys, it's been Two Latin Brothers Podcast. We'll catch you guys for the next one. And then at the end, we're like, hey guys, Two Latin Brothers Podcast.
Yeah.
Also, yeah. Is that what you want?
Yeah.
That hurts my feelings.
There should be an episode where we do that.
Okay. At our 100th, I'm just joking.
We'll do that for April Fool's next year.
Yeah, April Fool's next year. There you go.
But,
it probably won't be on the 1st, but we'll make it work sometime.
I don't know how.
Yeah.
But yeah, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That we, assignments and stuff, but the stress of assignments never goes away.
Mm-hmm.
Because you still got deadlines, you still got work.
Deadlines?
Yeah. No.
Who's dying?
No, that's not what it means.
And why are they? Why do they have a line?
When you work,
they're in fila, aren't they?
When you have a job,
what's
there are you have. Say you're working on something at your job.
Okay.
There's a date in which you have to have that done.
No.
It's called the deadline.
No.
What do you mean, no?
No.
Yes.
If I'm a cashier, what do I have to have done?
That's different.
Exactly.
I mean, you're going for a higher level of education to get a job above a cashier status. Okay,
now, I'm an entrepreneur who still deals with the cashier. I own my own store. What you got?
If you have a business, you have deadlines of your taxes. You have to pay your employees. You have to.
No. I'm self-employed.
What?
I'm a business one.
And you run the cashier.
I run the cashier.
You don't do anything else.
Okay, what
you gotta stock the supplies, don't you?
Okay, I stock the supplies.
You gotta make sure that the money in the cash register is okay every morning, right?
No, I just leave it there. I don't have to count it. Just keep going. By the end of the month, then I think about counting.
That's not how...
I just keep exchanging money.
That's not how the...
I'm like a home invented exchange rate guy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wait, no, exchange rate wouldn't work because that's when you're changing your currency. You know what? You come to me, I'll change your $5 bill for a nicer, cleaner $5 bill. That'll be your exchange.
Who would do that?
Many people.
Why?
Because sometimes it doesn't go into the vending machine.
Are you for real?
Yes, I'm serious.
No, that's because it's too wrinkly.
Exactly.
And we don't have that problem anymore.
I have that problem.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't because they're plastic.
Go to the vending machine right now. Crumble up your papers.
No, you can't really crumble the plastic one anymore.
Yeah, you can.
You can fold it.
Exactly.
But that doesn't affect the machines anymore.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
I've never had that happen before.
It's happened to me. It gave it back to me.
What, are you serious?
Yes.
How did that happen?
Because it was all crumbled. Like, it was literally crumbled. You can still fold it to the extent.
Okay, I've never had.
Somebody was trying to do origami with a $5 bill.
Why were they doing that?
I don't know. It was a really nice swan, though. I gotta tell you, it was really nice.
I've never had this problem.
Swans.
Since we got the plastic bill, for those who don't know, Canada's currency has swapped to, like, a few years ago now. Actually, a while ago now. So
we got multicolored money.
Yes, everyone knows we have, like, Monopoly money. Anyway,
we have Monopoly money?
it's like Monopoly.
I know, I confused it one time.
Can I...
No,
That's
I'm just
not
joking.
what I'm trying to say is that we switched from paper to plastic.
Who's paper plastic?
Because of... We switched our... I can't with you right now.
Okay, go.
So we switched from paper to plastic
Yeah.
because of, like, fraud. Like, people were making fake bills.
Yeah, illegal tender.
Yeah, exactly. So in order to make sure that was not the case, we switched to plastic. And the plastic bills, once you fold them, that's it. They're folded for a lifetime. But I didn't notice that they have, like, a heat press that you can, like, flatten them again.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently they do this at banks, and I wasn't aware of this. But that's why, like...
that's why when your money comes out, it's all nice pretty.
It's also a little bit warm.
When we had...
It's also a little bit warm sometimes.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
And I was like...
It's just a machine, the battery, you know. That's what you think.
The other thing, too, is, like, sometimes they'll stick to... Like, if they're moist, they'll stick together, and then,
if you rub our $5 bill, smells like maple syrup.
Everybody said that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, yeah, that's the Canadian currency.
Yeah.
But the interesting thing with that is, like... what you're talking about, the vending machines, that I think it's the vending machine's problem, not the bill.
I think it's just too old of a vending machine, to be honest. We need new vending machines.
What a time to
like, what do you do? Like, honestly, like, when you have a vending machine that only accepts, like, paper money, and then you try to go to that, does that mean every vending machine changed in Canada?
No.
Excuse me?
No, just program it differently. I know a guy who does that for a living. Yeah,
so you had to change every vending machine.
No.
Okay, so you had to reprogram every vending machine.
Yeah, to detect the bill. Yeah.
That's annoying.
It's like a simple update.
That's annoying.
They could have done it. You know when they do it? They open the vending machine and they just put the stuff in. But while they're doing that,
I love when people are opening the vending machines and taking out food.
What?
Yeah, when they're, like, changing the stuff because it's about to expire.
Yeah, they do.
I love when they do that because I get free food.
Okay.
It's great. It's like, it expires in 3 days. I can eat 50 bags of chips by myself. I can do this.
But odds are...
I believe in myself.
Odds are you're not there by yourself.
I said I can do it by myself. I said I can do it. You just gotta let me try.
I'm not gonna let you try.
I've tried.
I don't think you should.
I've tried to eat 25 small bags of chips.
That's insane.
I only made it to, like, I think it was like 12, and then I'm like, I can't eat these same kind of chips anymore. I need a different kind of chip, you know.
You went from, like, a sun chip to, like,
no.
A
So you know
chip?
what I did? I switched from Ripley to like flat, you know. So, like, it was the same flavor though. Just different texture. Changed the whole game.
I can't wait to right now. No, there's a lot of stuff like that, but especially, like, I remember in school when they'd go change the vending machines.
Oh, I love when they change the vending machines at school. Because I'd always be like, can I, like, what are you gonna do with that? And she's like, oh, we're probably gonna end up, like, throwing it out or something. And I'm like, I'm a student who likes snacking in the middle of class, really loudly in the back in the corner. I can take that off your hands.
I think
make a few people's day. You know what I'm saying?
And what happened?
And then he gave me some chips.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a nice guy.
But he's like, you have to hand them out. So, like, I grabbed one or three or half the box, and then I started handing out. You know.
Wow, what a nice guy.
That was really nice.
Wow. Of you? I thought I was the guy who gave them to you.
Oh, no. I had the choice.
It's like when people go to Tim Hortons.
I go to Tim Hortons?
No.
Yes, I do go to Tim
I
Hortons.
know,
Why would you say no?
I'm saying when people go to Tim Hortons,
Yes.
late at night,
Probably.
at like 2 a.m. when they're closing down,
Maybe.
and they're throwing out all their like leftover stuff.
I have leftover stuff.
If you show up and order, they'll give you extra stuff for free.
Oh yeah, like when they have Timbits and you're showing up like when they're about to close, they'll be like they'll just don't count it. They just keep going
until the box is full.
Yeah.
Like what is it? I remember this one time we went over to somebody's house. And they had like a giant box of Timbits. I'm like, why'd you guys get so many? I'm like, it's just 2 people in the house. Like, why you guys? Like, oh, I was like coming back from like a friend's house. It's 2 a.m. We stopped at Tim Hortons for a cup of coffee, and they just like stuffed it with Timbits.
Yeah.
And I was like, dang. And this other time, like, I met someone who got like all their muffins. Mm-hmm. And I was like, dang, yo, man, showing up late is like where it's at.
Yeah, like also with like our school cafeteria too, like when the time's like up for like lunchtime and no one's gonna buy anymore, if you wait in the back, because there's a bench there.
Yeah.
If you wait in the back and you just sit there the entire time, and you wait for the cafeteria lady to come out, she normally walks out with like a half-eaten pizza.
Wow.
And that is amazing. You know, I get a half pizza. You know what I'm saying?
A half-eaten pizza.
Well, it's not like people were like biting at it. It's cut. It's slices.
Well, I thought it was like a slice that was like bitten at.
That's disgusting. Why would anybody try to sell that? Yeah.
I like their cookies though.
Oh, I used to just not. I don't think I've ever paid for a single cookie. No, I paid once for a cookie. Because normally people go and buy in pairs. They go buy 2 cookies, but they don't end up eating the other ones. So they're just like, here you go. And I'm like, I don't mind. I like cookies.
I remember just one time we got to the line, and this guy in front of me goes, I'll take 7 cookies.
Oh my god.
And the lady goes, we only have like, what did you say? We only had like 20 or something like that. And she goes, that's like half of it. And he goes, so I'm paying for it.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we all had that moment of like, wow, he's right.
Like I've had those few times where like I go to like Tim Hortons, and then I just go buy like a bunch of Timbits for like my table.
Yeah, I know. I used to. Yeah. Well, not that I used to, because I couldn't do that because we didn't have Tim Hortons nearby.
We can't do this anymore. Coronavirus.
You can't share food anymore. I know.
I know. Like you know when you're like drinking something and then you have like that friend who like you don't mind sharing with, and then now you can't do that.
I had that friend that you don't mind sharing with.
Like when you have a drink.
Yeah, but before hepatitis,
and it's just like, you know, like, can I have a zip? And it's just like, sure, you know, and then they take a zip. Now you can't do that because now it's life-threatening. You're in that moment, if you say, can I have a zip? You're the deciding, this is a life or death situation. This is a life or death choice that you're making for this person. What if you're infected and you're not symptomatic?
What if they're infected and they're not symptomatic?
Exactly. This decision could change both their lives.
Both infected.
You know what? Just don't kiss anybody because there's still mono.
How did that escalate?
I don't know.
To that point. Okay, look, you need to understand. There's still mono. Actually, there was a girl. I
think I just broke my shoulder.
There was a girl who got mono from her boyfriend. Because I can't remember where he went. Our sister was the one who told us the story.
He went somewhere.
And then he was traveling abroad, and he came back and he had mono. And he got back, and then like a week later, his girlfriend had it, and then he had it, and then and then they were like having to like isolate them. But it was interesting because, but I don't know. But what if both parties are asymptomatic? Then what?
Then nothing happens. But there's always that chance. You know, for all you know, it mutated in that other person's body. I don't know what goes on there.
Well, apparently it can't mutate.
I know it can't mutate, but I'm you know, you never know. Something, you know, what if they're taking something, you know, like some kind of like drug, and it affects something that goes on in the body. It affects
something
in the body that can affect the coronavirus. We haven't actually seen, like, what if you're taking, what if you're getting radiation, and you have corona. Like, it could potentially help mutate it.
I mean...
But I'm sure they'd be really... Because if you're getting radiation, I'm sure they're checking you, like, a daily, so they'd know you have coronavirus.
They probably have you in quarantine already because your immune system gets extremely weak when you're under... I mean, but that's only...
When you're under radiation, you don't get, like, extremely... You can still, like, live your life. Like, you can have, like, low levels of, like, radiation.
I know, but I mean, like, for example, like, someone who has to take it, like, people who take chemo for cancer.
Okay, chemo's different, because that's literally, like, killing yourself to survive. You know, it's necessary.
I gotta kill myself. To survive.
Well, it's like poisoning the body.
I gotta poison my body to survive.
Yeah.
You hear what you're saying?
That's what chemo is.
I know, I'm aware.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, but people who like that, those people are super isolated. They have to be around sterile environments all the time.
Yeah.
Like they're the ones who have to wear a mask all the time. You know, it's super complicated.
Yeah.
So you're going to college?
Potentially.
I'm
just joking. I'm going to college.
Potentially you're going to college?
No,
so you're going to university?
No, I'm not going to uni.
Why
I ain't
not?
doing this.
Why not?
That's a lot of reading.
College has a lot of reading too.
I know, but I'm more of a hands-on type of guy, and there's a lot of hands-on reading the course outlines.
They got textbooks.
I know. That, right? I dread reading textbooks, but I do it. But you have to be real with yourself.
I remember this
going to uni and going to college. There's the academic side, right?
You still have to take English.
Of course. Are you I'm just not gonna. But
Just
there's less
paper.
But there's less reading.
You know what's interesting? It's when you go.
I don't know what's interesting.
We are taking a pause because there's a plane flying over us.
I feel interrupted.
You feel interrupted?
This hurt my feelings.
I think it's like 2 planes.
I knew it. Actually, I can't make that joke anymore.
What joke?
If I just said I can't make that joke anymore, it makes you think I'm going to tell you.
What joke?
This is a PG/14 and a half.
14 and a half?
Podcast.
So it's not PG-13?
Okay, fine. It's PG-13 and a half. So you're approaching 14.
But it's not 14.
Okay, you know what? We're just going to say from the ages between 6. I'm just joking. If you're 6 years old and you're listening to this, please don't listen to this. This is total waste of time. Go figure out your life or something.
They're 6. What do they have to figure out?
They have to figure out who their new best friend's gonna be because the other best friend just betrayed them for taking their toy. True story.
They're in grade 1. What grudge are they gonna hold against somebody?
No, I know, right? It's so funny when you're in middle school.
Okay, look. So I remember. Okay, so look.
I was gonna say something.
So look. I remember. Okay, so I need to tell you this. This is real fun. Okay, so when I was in grade 8.
Yes.
Listen to this. So when I was in grade 8,
you were in grade 8.
I went to go because the elementary school we went to, or the school, the middle school / elementary school we went to was from kindergarten, which is preschool here. Mm-hmm. For those who don't know, all the way to grade 8. So it means you go to preschool, then go grade 1, then 2, 3, all the way to 8. It's all in the same building.
Yes.
But this is a rare occasion. There aren't many schools like this here, actually, as it stands.
Yeah.
But this particular school, because it's like that, I was able to stay in the same school my entire life up until grade 8.
You made it sound so dramatic. I was stuck at this building.
I was in that
for my entire life
for 10 years.
Okay, 10 years. That's not that bad.
Anyway,
I was in the school for a decade. There you go.
Yeah. So anyway, let me get to the point. So when I was graduating from ready to leave the school, I went to go talk to my grade 1 teacher, who still happened to be there. Mm-hmm. And we were having this conversation, but I walk into the room and everything is miniature, super small. I'm I don't remember it being.
Yeah, because as you progress in each class, the desks get slightly taller, the chairs get slightly bigger.
Yeah, but
as you progress,
I know,
and you don't notice because it looks like the same desk, it looks like the same chair. Nothing's changed.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying, right? So I walk in, I'm whoa, all the chairs look so much smaller than I remember. And she goes, What do you mean? I'm yeah, the tables too. I remember, because they're round tables. Yeah. They're not desk tables. I remember them being, bigger. And then she's because you were smaller. And I go, right. She's you used to be this. She gestured of how tall I used to be. Yeah. She's that was you at one point. And I walk over to the cubbies where you hang your bag and your jacket.
Yeah.
So I walk over to that area. And it goes up to my waist, and I'm wow, I was so short back then.
I know, because I've always been short my whole life. So I when I went and I saw the cubbies again, I'm I still struggle to reach the top. I'm just joking. No, but I found it interesting how everything's just miniature, and you're just I was small enough to use this at one point. Yeah. No, but as I was saying before you interrupted me, long ago, the story's probably irrelevant now, but I was gonna say how.
So what I was saying about
that. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna You know what? Let's go back to my story. You know, just cue my story. Okay, guys. So this is what happened.
I was talking with the teacher, and she's.
I flicked you just now aggressively with intention to hurt. That's
assault.
You could sue me. I don't know why I'm giving you recommendations of what to do with this.
Someone dial 911.
Okay, but I was
gonna get 911 on the phone. I was gonna dispatch.
I was gonna say how I found it interesting when you're in middle school, how when you have an argument with somebody, the next day you're like best friends again. So like you have an argument, you know, you're like yelling at each other, you're like mad at each other, you're like, I'll never forgive you for this, and the next day just come back and you're just like, hey yo, what's up? How's it going? As soon as you reach high school, it's like a rivalry till the end of high school, and then you get to university and like, I've matured.
No, you're like, I need a new best friend, and that's the only guy who's in the same program as me. I'm gonna be his best friend.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I mean, a lot of people do that. They show up to college or university, and like the first
week they're like, I gotta find my best friend.
No, they're like, I gotta find a friend, but they're like, I don't know nobody.
They're just like, I'm going back to like grade 5 mode. We're like, no, I'm going back to kindergarten mode, where everybody's my best friend until I find my true best friend.
So you know, the play is this. I've said this before. This is the play you make in any program you're in.
Yeah.
Are you gonna take notes right now?
Probably not.
Oh, he's pulling out the equipment that I use to make friends. So here we go. This is what you do. So
I bring donuts instead.
No, can you stop? You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that in every classroom. So here's the thing. So what you do is you walk into the room. You show up early.
I don't show up early.
You show up early.
I show up late.
You show up early.
I can't enter the building.
First class, you show up early.
Okay.
The very first class, you want to be the first person in that room before everybody else.
That's kind of sketchy. Like before the teacher. What if it's locked?
It's not locked. It won't be locked.
It'll be locked.
No, it won't. They leave all the doors unlocked.
So you're saying is I'm going to become best friends with the janitor because nobody's there?
No. You show up early.
Okay.
So like 15 minutes.
That's too early.
That's not too early.
I like to show up 5 minutes before.
Can you please listen to me and let me explain? So you show up early.
Yes.
Then you sit in the middle of the class.
Where's the middle?
You figure it out.
Okay.
You
depending on the room. If it's like a triangle, you can figure it out.
You got to ballpark it, right?
Yeah.
So you aim for the middle.
Okay.
You sit down.
Probably.
Can you finish?
What if I would like to stand?
You can't stand. You know.
What if I'm 30 minutes early and I want to pace walk?
That's not my problem.
Until it's 15
then
minutes
set up in the middle.
Okay, set up in the middle.
Anyway, so you set up in the middle.
I'm setting up in the middle.
Okay, so you're there, right?
Yeah.
Then say it's now 5 minutes. You've been walking around. You're walking around the room. You're staring at the walls.
Now you have the whole layout. You have like the blueprint in your mind. Okay,
exactly. Go. So you go back to the middle.
Probably.
You sit down.
Okay.
People start coming in at like the 10-minute mark.
Yeah.
People who aren't there before, right? And they all sit down. Most of the time, people aim for the back of the room or the front of the room or like the edges because they don't want somebody sitting on like they don't want to.
It's only the academics who truly sit in the front.
They don't want to be surrounded by people on both sides because they're total strangers.
Yes.
This is the flaw in the system.
Okay.
So you want that to happen. You want to be cornered by two people.
Okay.
So you sit in the middle, then the room starts to get full, right?
Yes.
People will have to choose to sit next to you.
So you're just no. Okay, yeah.
So those people are the ones who are willing to take a risk, or
like I'm gonna have to sit beside this unknown.
Yeah. Right. So because you already took that risk sitting in the middle.
Yeah. See
what I'm saying? So then you wait a while.
What if I just want one person beside me?
No. So wait. What? No.
That's too much pressure.
Listen to me.
That's too much. I can just deal with one at a time.
Listen.
I can't do this.
What I'm saying.
Okay.
So say the class starts. The professor shows up, introduces themselves. Class goes on, right? At this point in time, you're like 15 minutes into the class now.
Yes.
You pull out a pack of gum.
Okay.
This is crucial.
I forgot the gum at home.
What
do I do then if I forgot the gum?
Then you're doing it. It's all over.
Okay, I'm doing it.
So you pull out the pack of gum.
Okay.
You take out a piece of gum.
How so?
You just take it out.
Okay.
You start to chew it.
Okay.
Not aggressive.
Okay.
Like a normal person.
Like lightly, but gently, but yet like charismatic, like, you know what I'm saying?
No, you're not trying to make a move.
No, okay.
This isn't a power move.
Okay, this is not a power move. This is just, okay, yeah.
Then you close your gum.
Probably.
You put the pack on the desk, on the table.
Okay.
Right in front of you.
Okay.
Now, this is where it's up to you. Either the left or the right. Whichever.
Okay, what if the person beside me to the right looks like a Like don't judge a book by its cover, but like, they look like they might kill me.
That's not gonna happen.
Okay.
So just because those people said the back of the class.
But what if the person?
Those people said the back.
Okay, you make a judgment call.
Yeah. So either you go left or right. Doesn't matter which side you put the gum on.
I tend to go left.
Okay. So say you go anyway.
Okay.
So you put it down, right? I give it less than 5 minutes before one of them will start to smell the sugar in the air because you're.
Oh, so you can't? Are you getting minty fresh or like you're getting some watermelon flavor?
Fruity. You can go minty. You can go whatever.
It doesn't matter. It just has to be gum.
It just has to be gum.
But there's a lot of people who don't like flavored gum.
Can I finish?
Yes.
So aim for mint. It's the best.
Okay.
So then you pick a gum, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and then you're there, right? You put it down.
Are we going for stick or pieces?
I don't care.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. That's not the point.
Yes.
So you have to remember this pack of gum isn't going to make it home.
Oh. Okay.
Whatever it is. So then someone will be like, oh, can I have a piece of gum?
What if somebody doesn't say that?
Well, you offer.
Okay.
After a while, you look at them and say, hey, you want a piece of gum? They'll probably take you up on it.
Okay.
Now, that person will take gum.
Yeah.
But you know what's going to happen? They saw you offer it, and the person over them will probably be like, hey, can I have a piece?
Yeah.
And
then that person over.
Yeah, or the person in front of you.
You're causing a chain reaction.
Exactly.
But I like my gum, so I'm keeping.
No. You need to give it away.
No, it's mine. I paid with that with my own money.
Can I finish explaining?
Okay.
So then probably the person sitting in front of you will turn around and be like, yo, can I have a piece? Yeah. And then if there's a guy behind you, he'll be like, yo, I want one.
What if your professor doesn't like gum?
Well, that's unfortunate because they can't control that. Yeah, you're an adult now.
Yeah, they can control me.
No, they can't.
No, they can't.
They have.
I'm a paying customer.
Exactly my point. Okay. So here we go. So now you're that guy.
Yes.
You're that guy who gave gum to people the first day.
Yeah.
Now here's what
you're a cool guy now. You know what I'm saying?
No. You
you're not a cool guy.
I mean,
you're. I think that's okay. Debatable. You're not a cool guy. You're a chill guy. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's debatable.
Okay.
Anyway,
okay. I just say chill guy because a chill guy can be anything. A cool guy has requirements.
Can I explain? Anyway,
yes.
So now these are your people, okay? So then after a while, the professor will be like, whatever, they'll do a class or whatever.
And then all he hears is...
No. Then he'll be like, he'll end class.
Yeah.
But usually they end class the first day, like, really early.
Yeah.
So you start talking to these people, be like, hey, what's your next class? Or do you guys know where you go, would you guys know where the next class is?
Yeah.
Or are we in the same classes? And then everybody will pull out their schedule. This is what you do. You screenshot your schedule on your phone.
Okay.
So you can pull it up real quick.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
why don't I just pull out my real schedule?
Because you have to log into like the website.
I can do that real fast.
No.
I'm like amazing. You haven't seen me.
If you have a screenshot of it, it changes everything.
Okay.
So you have a screenshot of it, and then like you pull it up real fast. Meanwhile, everybody's
what if my phone's dead?
Your phone's not gonna be dead. Trust me.
Okay.
So anyway, so everybody's scrambling to find their schedule.
Okay.
At this point, you're like, yeah, I have this class next, which is like say like it's in an hour after this class, and then say it's like noon already. You go. We want to go for lunch. We're gonna go for lunch.
Yeah. What if they're just like, I'm meeting up with some friends?
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's fine.
That sucks for you though. And what if the other person has the same?
Yeah.
You're lonely now.
There's like 5 people. I bet you all of them aren't trying to do that.
Okay.
And besides,
what if the 2 people who end up sitting beside you were both late and they're both antisocials and they had no choice?
I'll be honest with you. If you're late to class, you're not antisocial. It's because you got caught up in something, or you were just running late that day. But you're also very charismatic, and you're that kind of person who doesn't really give a crap about anything. But that's just the way it is.
Okay.
Anyway, so
okay,
and there begins the fostering of a friendship.
Fostering.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you have to nurture. You got to give it a little bit of love.
Okay.
But that's the play.
Pack of gum, it changes your life.
Look, I've been in 3 college programs.
And this has worked in 3 times.
It's worked 3 times.
Okay.
Never fit. You know who told me this?
Who?
My guidance counselor.
Grab a pack of gum?
No, not my guy. It's actually funny. I met my guidance counselor for the college before I even started college.
Yeah.
So, or their academic advisors, what you call them. Mm-hmm. They're the ones who suggested this to me.
Okay.
Never failed. Not once.
What if the guy beside you is the one pulling out the pack of gum? What do you do? Like, they got the same trick up their sleeve. Which is good, because now you both have the intention of making friends.
Exactly.
Which is even better.
So here's the thing. So if someone besides you pulls out gum, you make the move and ask for gum.
Okay.
That's the play.
And okay. Honestly, what do I do if I forget the gum?
you're just. I guess you just gotta talk to them. You just gotta start conversation. You have to figure it out.
Just figure it out.
Yeah. Because
I got it.
No, but here's the thing.
wait, listen. I asked for some lead.
you're gonna be typing.
I asked for a charging cable.
Why would you?
I don't know.
Stop asking for no. So here's the thing. So
you just got to make conversation somewhere.
Exactly.
Okay.
But the problem is that when you, it's hard to do that when you don't know these people.
It's easy.
It's hard to gauge.
It's actually
easy.
Easy.
Of course, but I'm trying to make it in the easiest way. If it's the gum is the best icebreaker.
Because I am the best ice cream breaker. See, just by messing up like that, I've made a new icebreaker.
Stars, they'd be like, look at this weirdo. I'm never sitting next to this guy.
Okay, look, it's going to sit beside me because I'm amazing.
Anyway.
If you believe you're amazing, you're probably not, but you'll think you're amazing.
Anyway, getting back to the point.
Okay.
So you would be that person, right? And then after that, it's easy because you just go from there.
Okay.
And then these people are going to be odds are they'll be in all the same classes as you.
Mm-hmm.
Because they divide you into sections. So you'd be in their respective section and then you have all your classes. There may be 1 or 2 or 3 outliers that aren't in the same section. Like you guys have a whole class together. But then like half of the class goes into another section or whatever it may be, right? But that being the case, you would be, it's easy to go from there. But the icebreaker is like the important thing. I say first impressions.
Why not just bring a balloon and blow it up in the middle?
You can't do that.
Why not?
Because it's not the power move.
That's a power move.
No, it's not.
It's like a sonic boom went off in the room.
What I'm trying to get at is the fact that they say the first impressions what counts, right?
Okay.
Your first impression is you giving away gum. You're being a giver.
Oh, I'm a giver, but I like to receive.
Exactly. Again, what I'm trying to say is that you need to learn how to structure your life better.
Yes.
But at the same time, you need to learn to give, to receive.
Okay. I will receive and give.
That's just how it is. That's life. Mm-hmm. Also, 95%.
And do we share?
I mean, if you want, but 95% of people in that room are there to. I mean, not 95%, but like at least half of them are there to network. Mm-hmm. They're there to meet people. They're like, oh, maybe this guy will help me get a job in the future, whatever I was saying. They'll get an opportunity. They'll need somebody. They'll need a recommendation, whatever. That's kind of what it is. There are people I know who I haven't talked to since. I remember this guy. Yes. I met him, and he introduced himself like James Bond does.
Like last name first, then first name.
Yeah, then last name.
Okay, so he went up and was like, yo.
I still have his phone number in my contacts list.
Backwards.
I've never even texted the guy.
Well, do you actually have it backwards?
No, I don't have it backwards.
Okay, I would have done it backwards. Anyway, that's very memorable.
So I have his number and everything. But you know what? I know that guy was networking. And after I left the program, because I switched programs, of course. When I switched programs, I ran into him and he goes, hey, how's it going? We started talking all this stuff. And I found out that later on he also switched programs. Mm-hmm. So, which was really interesting. I go, well, how? He goes, it wasn't for me. And I go, yeah, I was in the same boat. And then what ended up, which is really funny, was that I ran into him again afterwards.
Okay.
And he already has a job and he's doing well and stuff. But this guy was there like in hopes to make connections, because that's the thing. You got to foster, like that's the thing with life. With anything.
Networking.
You gotta network. And networking is so crucial. And it's...
If you stay alone, you're never going to get anywhere.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's useful.
Yeah.
I mean, you can be a solo guy for as long as
I'm gonna become an entrepreneur and make my own business of Juan.
Not possible.
It's possible.
What are you gonna do?
I'll figure it out. I will make a lemonade stand.
That's not a play.
That's a play.
What you gonna 25 cents a cup?
No, why would I make it
during COVID in the wintertime?
Look, 25. We'll make slushies.
In the wintertime?
We'll have lemonade slush. We change with the weather.
I think the play would be to sell warm lemonade in that. This would be like tea, lemon tea in the wintertime.
Okay, so lemon tea in the wintertime.
Yeah. In the summer, you can sell slushies.
Okay, yeah. And in fall, I just sell regular lemonade.
I mean, you can sell both. Some people want something cold. Some people want.
What if somebody in the middle of winter is like, I want a slushie?
That's
and I don't have a slushie.
You go.
Now I only have tea.
No, you go. That's seasonal.
No. I'll be like, okay, let me tell you something real quick. Okay, I'll bring them up. Real close. Okay, and I'll be like, I got the snowball. You know where this is going.
I got this bad idea.
I got this snowball. It's got a little yellow spot, but it's fine.
No,
it'll blend in with the lemonade.
That's a bad idea.
We just put it in the cup.
No, that's a bad idea.
You don't say anything.
We don't like.
And we close it, and you have a slushie.
I don't like this. It's a bad idea.
Good play.
It's like how, like, in Canada we make maple taffy out of snow, but we don't actually use snow. What they do is they grind up the ice.
No, I know,
and then they, but it looks like snow.
Yeah.
But the other thing too.
I mean, I've used like snow that has just fallen to make taffy.
I don't know about that, but anyway.
I mean, I have, because like you just scratch the surface, it's like just fallen. I mean, it has a lot of pollution and a lot of things in it that you probably should not be going in your body. So then that's when you take off like just a quarter layer, and then you take that.
Anyway, getting back to the point. Actually, you know what? Just wrap up.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna wrap up. I'm gonna wrap up the swiftest you've ever seen. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna pull out like a rapper or something. I'm gonna come out real quick. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna probably now like end the podcast. People have probably already left. This is really sad. So guys, this has been Two Latin Brothers Podcast. Make sure to follow, subscribe. Everything's always in the description, whether it be up, down, left, or right. Make sure your donkey, your cow, your moose ends up following us.
I don't know if you noticed, but people who are listening to us don't live in the countryside. They live in cities.
Okay, so get your dog, get your cat, and bring them all together, and make them listen to this, because I want plays,
Why would a dog listen to us talk?
Why wouldn't a dog listen to us talk?
Because they don't understand us.
Yeah, they don't. If they don't understand us, then why, when I say sit, they sit?
Because they've been trained that way.
Okay, and they understand.
It's like when someone yells at you, "Come for dinner," you go up and you eat dinner.
But I understood.
Of course.
I didn't just hear. That's not what I just heard.
But talking is just identifying sounds.
Okay, you know what? I'm wrapping up. This has been Two Latin Brothers Podcast, guys. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.